What is up, YouTube family? How you guys doing? Hopefully fantastic. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 controversial things I want to see in Battlefield 6. Let's get into that. Number 1, let's keep it light, let's keep it fluffy. I want a proper camo grind. Imagine like Battlefield 5, how you could actually earn a gold camo after earning a certain XP and you complete a final challenge at the end. That's kind of what I want with this one. I don't want anything animated or anything crazy like Seth Rogen camos, Lizard camos, and stupid unicorns like Call of Duty has. I want some down to earth, like a gold etched camo, a silver, a bronze, or even like a platinum. You could even like tier it to specific weapon classes. So if you get one SMG done, right, then you're gonna have bronze for that. But if you get all your SMGs done, then you're gonna have, let's say, silver. And then if you complete all the guns and all the classes, you get gold or diamond or something just like that. Again, a little more ground, a little more down to earth. But I think that we need a proper camo system that gives us something to work towards just in general. I feel like 2042 kind of lacked that. They just kind of copped out. They went straight to just getting kills, and well, we're already doing that. Give us something else. Number 2, I know I'm going to be put on the cross for this one. I want score streaks. Now, before you freak out, no, I'm not talking about...
You're not calling in on an earpiece in an iPad.
Shout out to Jack Braggs. Love that dude. Love his content. No, I'm talking about calling in a vehicle for yourself. So like everybody can obviously select a vehicle at the spawn when they're dead, right? Or if they're just joining the game, or if the game has just started. But I'm talking about when you're playing as an infantry, whether it's a medic, a scout, does not matter. What I want is for you to be able to... I actually just got an update. While making this video, I learned that there are going to be a type of score streak in the game. Not something called an earpiece and an iPad. No, it's going to be something that is earned to the actual character themselves. So you're going to have your scout, your medic, your assault, and your support, right? So like one of the examples they did give was that there's going to be, for the scout, once you get a score for yourself, you're able to call in a temporary UAV in your area. That can be shot down. They did not reveal anything else other than that. So I'm going to pretty much just skip over this one. I'm very curious to see what they do, though. Because they could potentially make it really, really cool. And it makes it more intuitive and more engaging with the player as well, especially if you're a lone player. But we will have to see. Let's go on to number 3 now. Number 3 for me is going to have to be a consistently updated and revamped portal mode. This mode is so incredible in Battlefield 2022, and it has done wonders for the community in terms of replayability, in terms of creativity, in terms of just simple, plain fun. I really want to see this in the Battlefield. It's just something that brings so much joy. Imagine playing like a 64-player gun game, or Infected, or just playing a game as 1,000 tickets on a conquest. Like, people could do that in these game modes. They can also bring back old weapons, futuristic weapons, older maps, bring their own possibly, who knows. This is something that I want to see. You look at a game like Black Ops 3 that has a, not a portal mode, but a mod shop, right? That game has been absolutely carried for over 8 years now. This game could be carried for a very long time as well too, considering that Battlefield isn't even on a yearly release. We don't want that anyways, but we want the games to last as long as possible and it'd be as fun as possible. And I feel like having a portal mode will do just that. Number 4 is a subject that has been beaten to death over and over and over again, but I feel like I have to address it in this video, and that is going to be a free-to-play Battle Royale mode. Now, before everybody gets in the comments, starts saying how stupid that is or whatever, you got to think, Battlefield literally has the foundation for a Battle Royale. Big open scale maps, great weapon balance, great gun physics. You also have destructible environments, and you have higher player counts. You combine all of these, you literally just have to change it from Conquest to One Life mode, right? And you have to loot and add loot in there. I don't know what this hasn't been done properly. I know they did Firestorm, and Firestorm was incredible. I think the reason that it failed is because it was locked behind a paywall. If we make this free like a Warzone, that brings so many potential new players to the game. It could bring old players back to the game, and if you don't like it, don't play it. You know, of course, Conquest and Breakthrough and TDM and Domination are all going to be featured game modes in Battlefield 6 that are going to be heavily supported. But if we had a Battle Royale, I think it would just take that to the next level. Number 5 to me is not super controversial, but I feel like I have to say it anyways due to the recent update that EA released about their class systems. Number 5 for me is I want a dedicated class system. I believe that each class has a role to play in the game, and in Battlefield 2040, they kind of strip that role away from people, right? You can have a medic with a sniper rifle, which makes no sense, because a medic should be out in the field with the players, reviving them in the fight, playing a support role, giving out heals, not sitting in the back of the map on the mountain trying to get their 500-meter headshot sniper. So I know there's been new guns added, new gun classes added to games recently over the past few years. So I worked out a system that I think would be the best way to approach it. You obviously have your 4 classes. I think first off, your assault. You should have assault rifles and marksman rifles. Obviously, for your assault class, you're an aggressor, you're a pusher. You need to have a weapon that's going to have a high fire rate, that's accurate at medium to shorter ranges, and marksman rifles kind of like gap, I guess, give you a little bit more range than normal, and it's going to give you a different way to play that assault class. For your support, typically you're an LMG, so I want you to have an LMG, and then also I want you to have shotties, because as a support role, not only are you laying suppressive fire and you're supplying ammo to your teammates, but sometimes that involves you being up close and personal, that involves you being further back. So it gives you kind of both options, right, to kind of cover that gap. And then for your sniper rifles, obviously, or not your sniper rifles, for your scout, you're going to have sniper rifles. Couldn't see that coming, right? And then you're also going to have your marksman rifles. And then last but not least, your medic. I believe your medic should be running around with SMG or a shoddy. And then obviously your secondaries, your specialties, those are all going to be spread out across all of them. Anybody can equip anything, any of those. And then I feel like that just gives a sense of purpose back to those classes. Thank you guys so much for making it to the very end. If you guys are here right now, go ahead and do me a favor. If you guys made it this far, comment down below what is your most controversial thing you think should be in the next Battlefield, or contest why mine shouldn't be. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.